Let's go.
Good morning everyone. We're going to have a look over at the property to see what's going on. I have heard that there's been more skim coat going on, and actually I've already been there, so I know what's going on. So actually just before we leave, there's some of the extra stuff that we've been doing in order to flood prevent. There's pooling of water there, which we don't want whenever it rains. And I have just sort of dug that, you'll sort of see behind. But enough of that, because what we're going to do is look over towards this direction here, because John Mark Ann's younger brother has already started today, and there's slightly more done than there was from the last time. So let's have a wee look. Not before looking at some little chicks. Oh. Wow, they're so cute. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there's quite a lot of them actually. Here, that's really cute. Yeah, over here we've still got the grass from the last time. We've got some of the front which has been done over here. And we have Mary Joy Ann's sister and younger sister who started doing this one over here. This is the white cement. That's not a goat in the distance you hear, that is a young child acting strangely. Yeah. A wild young child. But yeah, so this is the white cement paint formulation. White cement paint, I don't really know what you would call that, but it is skim coat, watered down slightly more so that it spreads over onto these things here. And you can see that that is kind of being done. Have you just ran out of paint, Mary Joy?
Yes.
You have? That is funny. I'm always doing this. I always come at the time things are done, or if they've just started, like we were at that thing. Yeah, and then the light turned off the last time, but that's just me written all over. That's how it is. Okay, so looking in here then, guys, so this is probably the best view you're going to have actually. What more has been done? I think this wall, actually, that's quite new. That wasn't done the last time we seen it anyway, because we were all sitting here mixing all of this suspicious looking substance into the skim coat that's needed to actually put onto the wall. There's little bits more of, I think that's more just been tested out earlier. I think Mary Joy was also just doing a little bit of that too. All of these are going to need maybe 1, 2, possibly 2 coats actually, and then just the coats of the paint then, whatever colour. I believe it will be red and yellow whenever they're actually ready to be done, because that's what we got the spray paint wise, which doesn't really work really properly, or the colour wasn't completely right considering what we wanted it to be. So over here then, this wall, it seems to be this side is what's being done so far. So this is our big bit of gunk, all our like random stuff in here. It looks like mozzarella cheese, or you know, some sort of like milk that's been mixed into a cream about to be added into a cake or something. I can feel the, do you see that, guys? Like that sort of, that feeling, like the squishy just going like all over as he's putting it on there. So this is the tricky part really, the inside, because there's so many different corners, bits of wood, you know, just bits like that. And actually that looks like quite a good job there too, guys, because that is hard to get quite close, and obviously this is changing shape and it's into the side, if you know what I mean. But this is looking very good, and obviously it doesn't look like it's someone who's only learned how to skim coat. It looks like it's someone who's been doing it for a few years, which is really good, because obviously then there's no labour being paid to do this part. It's only the materials needed, which means John Mark, as the son of the parents, obviously has been able to save a lot of money that way, to stretch out the budget a bit more. You ask in Tagalog, how does he find, or if John Mark you understand, how do you think it's easy the more you do the skim coat?
Madali lang ba yan, Jun, o hindi?
Basic.
It's basic. So it is getting a bit better. Has she got topped up with stuff out there? I think she's got more paint. In fact, will we get this angle here? We've got the cool angle. Where are you, Mary Joy? You out there? Ah, we see you a little bit. Oh, you're hiding. Wait, I can see you a little bit. Yes. And I can't see you anymore. Let's go out and see. I'll show you this process anyway. Anne and I are still to eat something because it's like midday and we're starving. There's the other cat over there lying on top. There's also, guys, over there, you can see, we'll come back to Mary Joy in a moment, but over here, there has been space cleared out. So, basically, let's go to this cat first, actually, because I do like cats on stuff. You okay? You don't like to be touched. I'll touch you anyway, you're okay. Over here, so this is the kitchen. Before, this was here whenever I was here nearly 2 years ago, and it was absolutely grand, but as you can see, it's had rain on it, and the more rain and the more sun and all that process, it's all brittle and kind of, you know, breaking at this point, unfortunately. But over here has been cleared out. All of this usually was filled with just random stuff, not anything useful really, just all the coconut shells. But all this area now is going to turn into a cooking area, which these bits of wood over here are going to be used for. So that's all of them, and then the Doro ones as well, the really big ones, are going to be used to sort of spike over here and just cut into the right shapes to have this whole area, and then it'll really widen up the rest of the space here, which we have. What are you looking for?
The rambutan have a flower.
Oh, is that a sign that it might grow? Oh, yeah. Very, very, very slight, Anne. I can't see it so much, the flower. No, the camera definitely won't get it.
I mean.
Well, yep, not gonna see that, are we? No chance, guys, we're not gonna see that, unfortunately.
I think July have a small fruit.
July?
Yeah, because
Okay.
now have a flower.
Cool, so we can see that in July, guys, possibly. But until July, let's go and see Mary Joy painting this stuff now then. But this is all gonna be like that one over there, is it? Or is it gonna have a shelter with all the old roof?
Yeah, the
like,
old roof.
So that's why there's a method to the madness, guys. There is all this sort of like second use then out of this roof, all of these metal bits which have holes in them, which is bad for trying to keep dry inside a house. But whenever it's just an outdoor cooking area, that can be repurposed and the holes strategically put away and overlapped and stuff like that, so then it can be used then for an outdoor cooking area to give you some sort of dryness whenever you're doing that. I think I've just came here, she's finishing up again with that batch. And the dogs are acting strange, but that's it. You can see onto the paintbrush out of that sort of mixture and then put on over these things, and I think that's more of a second coat's been done now, and it looks almost ready for the actual colour of paint then. I believe these parts are going to be yellow, and then those parts on that side, they're all going to be red, and it'll pop more because it has the background of the actual white, you know, going on it, which will make it look poppier. Right, let's go eat soon then, before I fade away into nothingness. Is that okay?
Yeah.
How do I say, is that okay, in Tagalog? And you can't leave me hanging. You can't leave me hanging and take forever to answer this or decide not to answer it like always. We have to learn Tagalog. How do I say it?
Okay lang, let's go.
Okay lang, that's English, that's English. Oh, I already knew the Taranal one. Okay. There we go. I've reinforced that belief of learning, guys. And Anne has to help me out more, doesn't she, guys? She can't say no every time I'm saying, what does that mean in Tagalog? She can't say, I don't know. She can't say, look it up on Google. Anne, you need to turn around and talk to me. You or Google?
I'm not the
You or my Google? This is meant to be one of the perks of having someone from the nationality.
Then now, ipagluluto na kita.
And what does that mean?
I cook to you.
Good, because I am Gutom.
Yes.
Is that how you say it in Tagalog, or is that just the other one? Gutom.
Hungry.
I'm good Dylan. I'm good Dylan. I'm not good Tom.
You're good Tom.
I'm a good Dylan. and we're living in the Philippines, not Phil. Whoever Phil is, go away, Phil. I'm in your simulation, and you must be in a simulation where you've went from the United Kingdom, or the Kingdom of Unitedness, off to the Philippines, and that's where we are.
Now I'm cooking this for you.
I have no. This is what happens whenever I'm hungry. I'm talking complete truth out of my mind, and we're gonna have some of this. So this is carbonara, a very Filipino Italian dish, which is actually only able to get in the Philippines. What does it say? It's produced by Deli Food, Jakarta, Indonesia. Ah, but also the Philippines produce it too. So it's an Indonesian / Filipino company, possibly, and it's produced there. And it's little bits of like instant noodles, but with pasta. And we all know the Filipino people absolutely love the Italian food with a spin on it to make it either sweeter or just more processed, possibly. And it can taste quite nice. Yeah, whatever language that is, it looks like it's maybe halal friendly or something, but correct me if I'm wrong. It's just got that sort of look about it, almost like Etihad Airways or something like that. Kind of like aeroplane food. This is probably like spaghetti carbonara you would get on an aeroplane. That's probably actually what it is.